So welcome to Dialogues with Jagero. Now we are in Mombasa, and today I am sitting on the opposite side. This is Odhiambo Tieno. This is Oduri Jagero. Of course, is the host of
It's hot.
Dialogues with Jagero.
It's hot like Ngamia's armpit.
Have you ever entered Ngamia's armpit?
It is, you can imagine that it's going in the desert and kwapa, 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 kwapa.
So people of the internet, I wanted to ask Jagero for 20 minutes a few questions. It's a speed kind of questioning. And I want to understand a few things, and maybe I want you also to understand a few things about Mombasa. We are here, of course, for 3 days. We are going to do something beautiful with political headache in a few days. Of course, there's a lot of questions that goes on in Mombasa. When you talk about the question of politics, kuna wakati walikuwa wanasema kwamba Mombasa sio Kenya. Kwani sio Kenya. You remember those days?
Yeah.
Good.
They wanted to secede, actually.
Kenya has been a very fragile marriage, extremely fragile. But that is one of the topics that we'll be discussing at Political Headache. But today, there's something that when I was coming into Mombasa, I'm always in Mombasa every 3 months for training with a very good organization here. But something that always rocks my mind is the way Mombasa people are sluggishly slow. Have you experienced it?
Yes, laid back.
Very slow.
I think it happens everywhere. If you go to Dar es Salaam, you'll see the same thing. If you go to Arusha, you'll see the same thing. If you go to Zanzibar, it gets even worse.
Is it about the nature of Swahili people?
I think they were sort of not built to work the way we do. Like
that rate of
it's always animalistic.
Yes.
Like we wake up, we find food, and we just rest through the day. Yeah. And I think that what is happening in our major cities and modernity is a bit of rat race and anxiety.
People walk in Nairobi, I don't know where they're going to.
Yeah.
If you go to the CBD, it is some pressure, but for me it's an impressive pressure.
Yes.
It shows that people are going somewhere, though I would not like that pressure at the age of 50. Like by the age of 50, as if I'm going back home.
Yeah, and basically life at those ends of the earth are not as expensive.
Yeah.
So you find somebody in Kisauni, Mombasa. They have their house, they have their mnazi, they have their mchele, they have their soup, and that's all they need.
Have you ever lived in Mombasa yourself?
I have not lived in Mombasa, but I've come to Mombasa a lot of times. I've actually traveled a lot around the coastal regions. I've been to Zanzibar a lot. I've been to Arusha. I've been to Dar es Salaam. Mombasa, I have come a lot of times.
Is it a place you'd say, like, if you'd retire, you'd want to live in?
No.
Why?
I don't like the heat.
You're struggling.
No, I don't like. I generally do not like the
But
heat.
Kisumu is equally hot.
Kisumu is the difference in Kisumu is that Kisumu is hot but not humid.
Is there a difference?
Yes, a huge one.
If
you come to Mombasa, you begin like you're losing breath. You're suffocated.
Yeah. The air is a little thin.
Yeah, the air is a little thin. So that's the problem. And then you sweat around everywhere, including your loins. I remember sweating in Garissa, man, and it was heavily raining.
You know, you told us we're going to Garissa, and I'm just scared. I've been thinking.
Yeah, Garissa si Pwani.
Garissa si Pwani.
Garissa si Kenya.
There's something else that I've always thought about when I'm coming to Mombasa, and that is the issue of the drug menace in Mombasa.
The drug menace?
Yeah.
I've never experienced it.
You've never experienced it?
No, I can't relate.
So where do you party when you come to Mombasa?
I don't party. In life, I do not, I am not.
How is your social life looking like?
My social life is pretty toned down. I do not club.
You've never set foot into a club?
I have gone there, but first of all, growing up, I grew up in the church, Voice of Salvation and Healing Church.
That's an interesting story you need to tell us someday.
So, when people talk about virginity and things like that, it comes from church.
So can I say this?
Yeah.
That you're a virgin?
No.
In terms of the
no.
Compared to the people?
No, I am not a virgin.
I've
since had sex.
but you get my point. It is.
I did not have sex.
You did not host. So you skipped the whole stage.
I did not have sex until marriage.
You did not have sex.
The first time I had sex was in marriage.
So you had sex the first time you're in marriage, and that is when you were 20 plus?
I was a little more, maybe past 25. Yeah, past 25.
What was happening?
Probably.
What was happening,
We
Jagina?
could calculate it going back. Even my sister was a bit worried at some point whether I was this boy, Bwana. In fact, my sister actually sent a woman to my house.
They would have branded you LGBTQIS.
Yes, my sister actually sent a woman to my house to test the waters. I think they were very panicked at some point.
Yeah,
but they did not understand the story. Oh my God, it's really hot.
Yeah,
they did not understand the story. So I get born again just around 2000.
Okay, if you talk about being born again,
yes,
for the interest of the viewer, what is being born again?
Being born again is giving yourself to Christ as your personal savior. So this is the thing. I am born in a family that is not very, very, very nice. My father was an alcoholic. My mother a housewife, and my father was was a wife batterer.
Your grandfather?
My father.
Your father?
My father.
So you grew up seeing violence in your house?
Yes. But there was a lot of violence. There's the kind of family. There was an uncle of mine called Obondo Paul, who I think had the best marriage I have ever seen. So Obondo Paul was having his Jemima Obondo. And Obondo Paul got born again in the Anglican church, and then got the wife through the church, Jemima Obondo. And they started having this beautiful life. Jemima was a teacher, and Paul Obondo was a missionary working in Turkana. So
it's like a pastor, missionary, the pastor missionary.
Like if you looked at my home, my father and mother were not having that kind of good relationship. And so were other cousins of my father.
How? This deserves like a whole 40 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
But let's just get a snippet, we'll come back to it.
Yes, so, and then my mother started really surviving and brewing changa at some point.
This is all in Nyakach?
Oh, this is all in Nyakach. And at some point, my father really got depressed from drinking. There was a friend of mine, a cousin of mine, sort of a cousin called Jeremiah and Otieno, his brother. So these guys tell me that we need to, but this story does not start here. The Obondo used to come home with the Gideon's Bible.
Yes, I know the Gideon, the small one.
Yes, the small one.
And
then give each and every person that was around.
Yeah.
So I used to read this Bible.
This is the New Testament.
Yes, and swear to myself that I will abide by the words in the Bible. But then, obviously, at some point, I would lose track and go back to whatever we were doing, whether it is stealing sugar or stealing my grandmother's milk.
And to you, that is a very big sin.
But that's what it was talking about. That's what Gideons talk about. That's what the Gideon's Bible talk about. When you look at the sins, you have to take your sins back to your level. If you're stealing sugar, that's your level of sin.
You remain at stealing sugar.
Yes.
Wachana manumingi.
Yes. Yeah. If you are committing adultery or you're sleeping around with women, that's around. If you're a killer like Kiena,
like who?
Kiena was my cousin that was a killer.
Like killer.
And a rapist. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. He used to grab women from our center, rape them, and grab their panties and stalk them. At the tail end of his life, there were so many black panties that were found at his place.
Black panties?
Yeah. See the panties, women mostly.
So this... Okay, it was not reported to the police? Was never arrested?
Do you know, in the village, there is no reporting as such.
Back then, that is.
No, even right now, things that happen in the village, there are things that happen in the village that never reach the police. There are killings that happen in the village that actually are covered by the relatives, both the relatives of both families.
Why would the relative of the person who is killed cover a murder?
Because they would come around and talk. Because you see now,
talking in terms of they have a kangaroo court where they're going to settle this nonsense.
Yeah, they just talk as family and say that we can't take this anywhere. Like there is a guy who killed his father and was never taken anywhere. Yes, he slashed his father in the night. And they said when the day broke, they said that thieves came. And the Castle Rastas came and killed the father. And that is how it was, taken care of. So anyway, going back to the story, At some point, I was just feeling like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, the world is ending. There's no hope.
I'm gonna die. So I decided I go to this event that was supposed to be Kiche. But then it was
That is Kiche for SDS.
yeah, but we also had one for the Voice of Salvation and Healing Church.
Yeah.
So in this Kiche, it turned out it was prayer and fasting. It wasn't actually Kiche. So
This when Bishop Owiti was still alive.
yes, Owiti was still alive. So the morning after, I think what turned me to Christ was the hunger, because it was prayer and fasting.
Kitch.
Yeah, it was prayer and fasting. We went there. The last meal was on a Friday, and this is the first time I'm going to prayer and fasting. The last meal was on a Friday. Okay.
The next time you're eating is on
It's on Sunday.
That is like 36 hours something.
Yeah, but I was young. Remember? Yeah, I was about 14. You know, so I got born again there and started reading the Bible. And I got into the church and got into Bible study. And so those are the things, the core principles of Voice of Salvation and Healing Church is debauchery.
Debauchery.
Debauchery is basically Dwanyarwok in Luo. Dwanyarwok involves sex with before marriage. It involves masturbation.
Yeah.
It involves Niomun Mapirgedongo.
Why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me like that? At least I don't look at them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. So
Really?
you are really trained.
So you are trained to be ultra reserved.
Ultra reserved and ultra pure. Remember, at Voice of Salvation, women were not allowed to plait their hair. Women were not allowed to apply lipstick.
That's why Bishop Winnie Owiti
Yes.
has her hair up.
Yes,
It's
they
never
are not
plaited.
allowed to play lipstick, and and you don't grow your nails.
So it's
long.
about debauchery.
Yeah. So, but now I think after the death of Silas Owiti, Winnie decided to
I was there when Winnie was being how do you call it?
bishop,
Which was being
The Archbishop.
coronated
as the
as
archbishop.
the Archbishop.
Yes.
Yeah, and I heard her story. It's an interesting story. Someday we need to get her.
Yeah. What is the story?
She has a very interesting story of how she came in and started supporting Archbishop Owiti
Yeah.
and how their family
After the
grew.
death of Owiti's first
of
wife.
Owiti first, yes, Owiti's first
Yeah,
wife.
she came in to help. but
And when you sit with Winnie, or when you see Winnie, you see somebody who is beyond just inheriting a church. She's actually a servant of God. You can see it in her. It's unlike
you could say that, but Jodongo did not believe in her taking.
of course
over the church.
these men are patriarchal and
Yeah.
chauvinists.
There was sort of some
I've sat with
some sexist behavior.
yeah,
around that.
it's very sexist because they don't believe that. Well, they don't see that she wields the same power as Owiti, and I believe if the power was given to them, it would have been messed.
Yes.
Anyway,
So
yeah.
that is how I go along that line.
And so you remained in this
Yes.
format until when you're 25, 6, 7.
Around there, and I come to Nairobi.
Yeah.
Nairobi is a different story.
And
because
this story of Nairobi, Jagero, someday, I think I will ask you, the producers. They give us some day to do a proper session
on Nairobi.
on your story with Ochietha.
Yeah, it's a beautiful story.
beautiful
So
story.
when I come to Nairobi, I come as a born again Christian. I go into church, All Saints Cathedral Church.
So now you don't find Vosh in Nairobi? Or you didn't want
I
to?
sort of, I don't know. I think the reason why when I come to Nairobi, I start living with a long-term friend of, a guy who would become a long-term friend of mine called Fred Omondi. We call him Fred Ochietha. So now, Ochietha was going to All Saints Cathedral. I did not have the fare to go to Kibera where Voice was,
Yeah.
and I could not get the fare to go to the other side, Eastlands. Yes, there was another Voice church over there in Eastlands, but I couldn't go there because of no fare. So I decided
So
to,
this is
to follow Fred.
How old were you by this time?
When I come to Nairobi,
Yeah.
see, I'm just college.
So this is like 21
yeah,
to
22.
22,
Yeah,
thereabout.
college, yes, college life.
And Nairobi ilikukaribisha vizuri sana.
No. I have serious trauma about Nairobi.
That's why you always want to get out of Nairobi.
No. Nairobi
Because
has,
all the time of interaction
in
with you, you
fact,
always wanted to get out.
I do not believe that Nairobi has ever accepted me. Nairobi looks at me
Interestingly.
with a side eye. Every now, you don't belong, brother. You don't belong, brother. And you see, even there is a time.
That's the most interesting thing you've said. You don't belong.
You don't belong, brother. And that is the story of so many people.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you so much because not so many people think we're as lucky as myself.
Yeah.
To come in Nairobi and then be accepted.
Yes. Nairobi, you know, there are parts of Nairobi where I go, I have a very serious sort of, like, it's like panic attack. There are parts of Nairobi, especially around Landi Mudhura, Landi Mawe.
I cannot go there. I cannot go there.
Nyongo calls it Landi Mudhura.
Landi Mudhura, yes.
But Landi Mawe.
Yes.
Around that area, where there is that market.
Marikiti.
Marikiti market.
Yes.
I don't like those places. I don't like the place around Kenya Polytechnic. I don't know, it's called something right now.
Now it's called Technical University of Kenya.
Yes, I don't like going around those places.
What is the story at Landi Mudhura?
That is where, do you know, Landi Mudhura is the place where I went to college from. So my college was at Aga Khan Walk.
Yes.
The funny thing about that place is that place is so traumatic in so many levels. One of the things that, you know, I went and lived with my uncle. My uncle was given a railway house. So this railway quarter.
Yes, so this Landi Mudhura thing.
Yes, this Landi Mudhura, this Mudhurwa. Okay? And that it was a house with 2 doors. The door, you had to come out to get into the bedroom. Okay? And then the wall separating the bedroom was the short one. It doesn't go all the way to the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
You understand? And it's a gabled house.
Yeah.
Okay? So there is my uncle decides to sublet his bedroom to somebody else. And
those houses, the way they're small.
Yes. He sublet the bedroom, and then we remained with the sitting room. And then he subdivided the sitting room so
into his bedroom
into his bedroom. Yes. And then there was a house outside, a quarter for kids. So that's where we were sleeping.
A quarter.
Yeah. Children's quarter.
Oh. All right. I've never heard of children's quarter. I know servant quarter.
No, this was a children's quarter.
So like children really stay there?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a very interesting, it's made of slab. It's a block with no window. It's only the door. So the door has a singenge up there.
Oh, so it's like a cell.
Yeah.
It's like a cell.
Yeah.
That's very traumatic.
I think originally they were made for house servants.
What kind of bed gets in there?
No, actually no. There is a children's quarter, and then there is a servant. A servant quarter just behind, just next to the bedroom.
So this is like in the same compound?
Yes, it's a very tiny compound.
Yeah,
it's a very
just trying to imagine because I've been there.
It's a very tiny compound, and the chore is outside.
Outside the compound?
No, outside the main house.
So next to the children's?
Yes, the other side, next to the gate actually, next to the small gate.
Okay, that was just like...
Yeah, so the guy sublet.
But I believe by the time it was good.
So my uncle sublet his bedroom, and also sublet the servant's quarter. So it was left with the sitting room and the children's quarter, where now we were living because there were no children. Okay? The interesting part about this place is the trauma of hunger.
Hunger is painful.
Hunger is really, really painful.
Hunger is painful.
So, you know, our uncle gave us a place to stay.
A roof over your head?
Yes.
At least.
That's all he got. Because he was a traveler. He worked with railways and he was in that thing. He was a master. Do you know a master?
No.
The guy who checks the cabins.
Oh, he walks from cabin to cabin?
Yes.
Like the cabins are interconnected throughout?
Yes. And he checks them. He does that. So, because he had no children there. His wife and children were home in the village.
So this is at Manarobi?
Yes. Okay. So that is what was happening. The trauma with the hunger is this way. This family that was staying in the bedroom was a full family, by the way. It was a full family. There were 3 kids, grown-ups, girls. There were 2 girls. One was called Nyambura. The other one was called, I don't remember the boy and the other girl. But the father used to work at Marikiti. So he was a trader. So there was a free flow of food.
To the house?
To his house.
And to your house, none?
No, nothing. So Nyambura used to cook a lot and sing. And Nyambura loved cooking chapo and meat.
Nyambura.
She was one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen, man. Nyambura is the only Kikuyu that had hips.
Come on. Have you met Maureen Waititu?
Oh, they are sprinkled here and there. Kikuyus with hips are just found one. But Nyambura had the perfect hip, a low hip.
A low hip.
Yes, Nyambura had a low hip and she was beautiful and brown. The color, that color that Luo men like.
The 1000.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and Nyambura was a happy girl. But Nyambura did not know. I do not. Nyambura, you know, you could be neighbors.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure whether our neighbors knew us because we were really suffering. But so Nyambura would cook chapo and meat with all the things from Markiti.
The danias, the ho-hos.
And imagine the food, arufu. I remember I told you that there was no...
you don't have to imagine. The building of the bedroom is not up to the roof.
Yes.
And it's a gable.
And so the entire thing would just waft into us. And you had not had breakfast, you had not had lunch, and this is Nyambura cooking this meal.
And you're 22.
Yes. And they would start celebrating and laughing. And the funny thing is, they had a TV.
Oh, Jesus.
Remember at the height of Swalem Doi?
Yes. Yes.
So Swalem Doi was there, and they were...
You hear the Citizen TV...
the first time I'm actually hearing TV but audio only. I would later hear. I would later go to Kawangware and listen to live porn. Without them. Have you had people having sex and they're so close and you can't and you're not seeing but you're hearing?
Don't tell
when
me.
I went to
No,
when we went.
Wait, you're going fast. so you're saying one.
Yeah.
You are hearing the how do you call it? This thing that we put first, the DWG that we put first before the show starts.
Yes. Yeah, I like it.
Yes. So it runs fast. And then you're not watching, but you can hear.
Yeah, you can hear.
So you're hearing TV.
Yes. So we would just
Jesus
go quiet.
Christ.
We would just go quiet
and hear
and
the
listen
TV.
to the TV. And listen to the TV. And consume news without the picture.
Where were these guys coming through? Was the door was like a common door?
No, I told you that the bedroom and the sitting room had both doors.
At different doors?
Yes. So
Okay.
if you are going to sleep, you'd literally come
out.
And yes.
Oh, right. Okay, I hear you
know,
now.
and it had a very nice kind of veranda, so you wouldn't be rained on if you're going there.
All right.
So that is what was happening, and it happened for a long time.
So this is a crazy question that I'm going to ask
Yeah.
you. I believe that this kwa kina Nyambura ilikuwa full home.
Yes.
There's a mother.
There was the mother.
There's a father.
There was the father.
And you're 22.
Yes.
And these guys will engage in matters of bedroom affairs.
No, not this place.
Okay.
This was another one. Now,
just asking you where you're living here, because this will be traumatic, I believe, because I've experienced something like that.
No, these people were not, these people, to be honest, Baba Nyambura and Mama Nyambura, no, I didn't hear them.
You didn't hear them completely?
Yes, no.
Okay, so at least that is better.
Yes, and at some point, the mother left.
Ah.
And they were just the father and the girls.
And they were like, because it was just a bedroom, so they were sleeping on the same bed, basically.
Yes.
People live like this
it is a very,
in Nairobi.
Yeah. Now, where I was living in Kawangware,
the suffering or suffering in Kisumu is not suffering.
When we left and together with Fred and went to Kawangware on a 10x10, now
kwa kina Chieta.
Yes. Kwa Uchieta, not kwa kina Uchieta.
Oh, kwa Uchieta sasa.
Yes. These guys were having sex, like really loud sex.
Wait a minute, let's roll back.
The neighbor.
Oh, neighbor. So this was Landy.
Yes. Landy made of iron sheets.
Yeah, those are aluminium suits.
Yes. Aluminium suits.
Aluminium suits.
Yeah,
and there's no partition as well.
There's no partition. This lawyer man used to be rough with the woman.
Lawyer man.
Yes. He would have loud sex and he would fuck that woman, man. And the woman would wail, like a lawyer man can kill a woman,
What the hell?
Yeah. And the funny thing is that he had 5 children in the 10 by 10. So when this woman was busy wailing, there were kids there.
Really?
Yes. There were kids there and they were young. None was more than 10 years. Whoa. So it's a very interesting question. Whoa. How actually people
live in this land
and have sex.
Yeah, that is crazy. I saw in my grandmother's plot in Kisumu, it never had also like the partition to the top because there was the bill in 1958.
Yeah.
I was just trying to wonder like this is my grown age now. I was trying to wonder like what happened when those people were like busy because it was just one room. So
they sort of women sometimes just enjoy in silence, I think. Sometimes really they enjoy in silence. But
so there's no freedom of enjoyment.
Yes, there is nothing. Do you think in sex people have to wail? Like jiachilie?
I believe people need to jiachilia. Do you know why? Yeah. People need to jiachilia because there are things which are involuntary. For example, you need to be in your full sense of enjoyment. If you are like the others who mourn like cows, they need to continue. There are others who wail like birds.
But there are some women that are taught that you need to wail for your man.
There are those who are lied to.
That you need to wail for your man.
The wailing means
so they will create the moan that's not there.
Yeah, they'll fake it because they're told if you wail, the man feels. So they work for the man. Just the other thing we were discussing the other day with Nani, with what's her name, with Bobby. That.
But there is a lot of heat, Bona. Can you get me a towel at least? I dab my forehead.
I'm wondering, I'm not feeling this heat at all.
You're not feeling it?
No.
But you also don't sweat, do you?
I rarely.
Yeah, so.
Really. I only sweat when I'm walking. And when I sweat, I get irritated. I can scratch myself.
Oh yeah? You told me something like that.
I'm very whatever to water, cold water. I'll scratch myself. Sweat kwanza. I'll scratch myself. Really bad.
So that means it is what? It is your allergy. You're allergic to water, cold.
I'm allergic to cold water. Any cold water. You wanna kill me? Put me in cold water.
My sister is allergic to morning.
Yeah. The morning kills her.
Yeah, she scratches herself a lot in the morning.
Yeah. So me, I cannot. In my house, I have to put on socks. Really? If I don't have socks, you will find me there freezing and dying. Look at this guy. Mombasa is teaching him stuff. Anyway.
Yes.
So
that is how.
Yeah.
That is now how I do not get into the, and you can't fuck without money also. So even though
it's a logistical issue.
I could have in Nairobi.
Yeah.
I could have been tempted.
But Nairobi is too tempting.
But you are tempted in as far as you can afford it. You know that temptation that you cannot follow through if you don't have money. You know? Like
it's a logistical nightmare.
Yeah, like if you want to have sex with a woman as a married man, how do you do it?
It involves a lot of money.
Yeah, you have to plan it.
You have to buy. You have to send a
but
fare.
There has to be money.
First, you have to send a fare. If there are these ones who don't have fare.
And your wife is going to see you, the person you're sending 1,800.
Imagine. and like 1,800 or 1,800 ni kidogo. Fare is normally 2,000. Whether she's coming from like South B to Lavington or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't think you can send somebody 600 for fare.
You can't. Unless mezoyana.
India beer.
Two, you have to take them out for a date. And nowadays they don't do like Java. They do at Cafe and Above or Karakacha.
So that is how.
So that is how you found yourself.
Yes, in church, and then I get into church. I become the chairman of drum
in All Saints
Cathedral.
Yeah.
And life just moves.
Do you still go to church?
Yes, I do still go to church.
On Sundays?
Yeah. I still go to church.
I realize you're very close to the provost.
Yes.
Which was something very interesting because you see, Jagero, when even me the first time I started seeing these things you are doing, these podcast things, I'm like, this guy is a very bad man.
What's that?
Bad boy. He's a very bad boy.
No, but I'm a coward, bro.
But I realize you're a coward, man.
Yeah, I'm a coward.
Like there are things, I remember that day at Massa was
there is a lady who once told me, Jagero, your wife doesn't need to know about us. I was in Norway.
Oh.
And she sent me a message.
That's so.
Yeah.
In Norway.
Yes. And she said, your wife doesn't need to know about this, about us.
Like she's in Norway herself or she's here?
No, she's in Kenya, in Kisumu.
Right. Okay.
Now, I think she sees me in Norway and decides to. Now she knows my wife is not with me in Norway.
Yeah.
So she can send me.
Or they come strong.
Yes.
And I don't know, something that is interesting.
Yeah.
When you are single as a man, like single, there's nothing. In fact, you are rubbish. But when you just get married and you start, like somebody asks you and you tell them, I'm married. I don't know what happens. It just shoots. The interest just shoots. There's a particular caliber of ladies that when you're married, they want you more.
It is just interesting.
So you've never like, Jagger, this is interesting. So in your life, your body count is only one.
Mera! Mera! Mera!
Imekuja hapo.
But most.
It's only one.
So
yeah.
I was telling you.
This is interesting.
So that is how I start. And I did not even date much in church.
Okay.
I did not date much. Like I can't.
You didn't date in church, basically.
I didn't date much. I had a
because what you call dating is not what these guys define as dating. These guys, they don't define what you call dating as dating.
Yeah.
Because today I see it when I go to clubs, because I go to clubs. When I go to clubs, I see them like taking, I hear they call it marination. So a girl, they get a girl, they provide for the alcohol, transportation, food, etc. Then, yeah.
They
say
that again.
They buy, like they invite you for out, right? An outing. This outing is the date. So they could serve at the restaurant somewhere. Then they come to the club. So they drink. At the club, the lady don't just drink. She'll always come with a friend or something. They will also eat some little food. Then, kwa nyumba.
No, that's not. I don't think that is dating.
That is what most of these people call dating.
That's just fucking around, I think.
Yeah.
So,
because them, they are busy at increasing their body count.
Quickly enough, I meet my wife.
In church?
Yes, I was doing something called poetry sport.
Poetry sport?
Yeah, one of the biggest poetry events in Nairobi at the time. We would have up to 600 people congregating, listening to poetry.
Really?
Yes.
At the All Saints?
At All Saints Cathedral.
That's every Sunday?
Yes. No. It was always the second Friday of the month. And so many people got married there.
Really?
So many people.
You can see them.
Yeah.
Their families are doing well.
They got their persons there. So Julie, my wife, now comes in to help with the logistics of this event. I mean, pia namuingiza kwa logistics yangu ya marriage.
Unakwachua.
Yes. Yeah, so we knew each other before starting dating for 5 years.
You guys were talking.
Yes.
And logisticizing
and doing
stuff.
Poetry sport for I think
5 years. 5?
Yeah.
So you guys are basically friends. I've seen it.
Yes.
I mean, the friendship is higher than marriage stuff.
Then we dated for about a year and then got married.
But by the time she was your friend for 5 years,
yeah.
You at the back of your mind, you're just sure that this is the girl I'm going to marry? Or?
No.
When did you say, mine?
You know, one of the things I have realized that you can always switch.
Yeah, of course.
You see this beautiful woman and you're doing this thing together with her, but then at some point you start to think,
what if?
Yes, why am I looking for fish so far away?
And it's right here with me. Why can't I just
do
it here?
Do it here.
Niwache maneno mingi.
So that is what happened.
So it's very interesting.
So you see how quickly I'm not fucking around here all the way. I hope that you are enjoying that episode, people of the internet. Everybody says there is no job, and that is true. Also, that was me 10 years ago. The problem is that everybody is trying to get a job in their own town, in their own city, in their marketplace. They ask friends for jobs, mothers call uncles, uncles call fathers, but there are no jobs, right? Let me tell you what no one is telling you. Jobs migrated online. What I actually mean is there are many, many jobs around the world and there is no one to do them. I have worked for a long time online, I think more than 10 years. I work for Americans, I work for Europeans, I work for the Chinese, the Australian, Canadians, the Ugandans, name all of them. And last year, I had a eureka moment. I said to myself, you know what? I should compile what I have been doing for the last 15 years. So in 2024, I wrote a book called Goldmine, 18 Side Hustles for Africans. And it sold a lot of copies. In fact, I was going for, sometimes I was receiving 500 orders in a day. In 2025, something happened. AI came. I think in 2025, AI came. AI came in 2024, but in 2025, it is here with us. And people say AI is taking away their jobs. And for me, I'll say false. There are actually AI jobs. Na mimi ni nani? I created more jobs. We now have in my book 25 online and offline side hustles that you can do anywhere in the world, whether you are in the village, whether you are in your small town, whether you're in a marketplace, whether you are in your house, you can do them. In this powerful volume 2, I share 25 new actionable online hustles specifically researched and tailored for Africans. My new book provides clear step-by-step guidance, drawing from my extensive experience and research, including the mistakes I have made and lessons I have learned over 15 years in this online job market. You can become an executive assistant to busy folks in Europe, America, and Canada. You can also get paid for tasks like watching videos and taking online surveys. There are many of them and they're in my book. You can also build a business as a virtual assistant, start an e-commerce without a shilling. You can also become an affiliate marketer or an online English tutor. And you can also do tens of AI jobs, and they're all in these books. If you have a job, that is fine, but I know around you there are so many people that are always looking for jobs and at home watching Netflix. Buy this book for your brother, for your sister, for your mother, cousin, husband, who is back at home all day, all night watching Netflix. Okay? Buy it for your friend, that friend who is always asking you for cash, you can buy this book for them. All the information is in the description below. You can also inbox me, you can WhatsApp me, or you can go to my website, which is oduorjagero.co.ke. The book is only 1,000 Kenya shillings. Or if you're anywhere around the world, the book is $10. So thank you very much. Back to programming.
So one, you get in Nairobi through trauma. It is too painful.
Nairobi.
You've suffered a lot in Nairobi. Then because suffering a lot here means you don't even have money. I remember you telling me the story of you walking from railways to wherever for this issue of your leg.
Yes.
That disturbs you all the time. And then there's this issue of now you getting into church. So logistical challenges. So you skipped your whole face because of logistical challenge.
My?
Your whole face.
Whole face?
Yeah.
I do not think it was purely logistics.
It was also moral.
Yes. You know,
was it out?
Also at Voice of Salvation and Healing Church, the foundation is is well laid. And departing from it is very difficult. There is a Bible verse that says that teach a child when something is young, so that they do not depart
from it. I think that must be, I don't know, Exodus, Genesis, I don't know.
Yeah, it's there.
It's there.
So, so Voice of Salvation and Healing Church really sets the boundary. Do you know these guys? They do not even date before they get married. In Voice of Salvation and Healing Church, there is no dating as we know it.
What is the, okay,
so when you
want to marry, what do you
When
do?
you want to marry, in fact, it becomes even worse for women. You must, if you're a woman, you must have mine ma'ar out there looking.
Women who are searching for your man.
No, they have to figure out very quickly that you are ripe and you need to be married.
How? How do you
see?
They
are looking at you. Don't you see? You have finished school.
Form 4.
You have finished college, and you are still in church. So then they need to find out how you get married.
So they take it.
So what happens is they communicate through churches. Nitie ndugu moro. Is there a man? Is there a brother somewhere
in Kaksingri?
In
or in Mombasa?
Yeah. They don't go farther like that.
Oh, they localize it.
It's always around Kisumu area. So if you are in Nyakach, you're likely to get a man around Migori, Siaya, you know. So the women in charge will start doing the groundwork and talking to other churches. When they go for example, their headquarter meetings, people go to Kichi in Kisumu.
At next to Kisumu, what day?
Next to Kisumu Day.
Yeah, I've seen them have some big tent there.
So the women will talk to you. There is a man in ready. Yeah. And then,
so they've done the groundwork.
Yes.
So Gemo.
Yes.
2.0.
Yes. And then they will come and tell you there is a man nitie. The other boy is also told
By Jodongo.
Yeah. There is a girl Nyakach. Koro, we need to plan a meeting.
And the meeting is planned.
The meeting is planned.
And these guys meet.
So this is how the meeting is planned. If you are the one getting married, then I need to be in the picture very quickly. So I am told Niwadereno Nyako in Kisumu. You're going to see a girl in Kisumu. So I have to accompany you.
And the girl is not prepared yet.
The girl is also prepared.
Okay.
And is accompanied by a friend. And when you reach Kisumu to meet, you will be given time, the two of you,
To talk
in a very public space.
Jesus Christ.
Okay? You'll be given around an hour or two.
To talk in a public space?
Yes, like a park or a hotel or a restaurant, and just talk. You see, you are not even wooing the girl.
Yeah.
Everybody is pretty much told.
Sounds like dictatorship. Yeah, like you go talk to him there.
And you see now, looking at it, it sounds just like that.
It's a dictatorship. There's nothing there.
And you know,
Because it
will be very difficult for the woman to turn the man down.
So it's compulsion. So most marriages in Voice are actually by compulsion.
You would not say it
Subtle
like that.
compulsion.
But you see now,
because there's no freedom of thought.
when you are introduced to many things,
Yeah.
you begin to pick. But when it is just the one, you go with it. You understand?
That's the danger of a one-sided story.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you are given a buffet, what do you do?
See, you eat
You
kidogo
pick.
kidogo. You eat kidogo kidogo.
Yes.
Buffet unakula kidogo kidogo
Yes.
yote.
But we went for lunch for pork. Did you pick something else?
You're dictating. But it was nice. It was a nice whatever.
So,
Yeah.
I think also the way people have been programmed that there is a man. And you know, as a girl, I think that you're also very horny. The next man you'd go with.
So anything
Because
goes.
if
You know, Jagiro.
If you turn this down,
Yeah.
it can take another 2-3 years.
Before you meet the next man.
Yeah.
Because the thinking is limited in the church.
I do
very limited.
not completely agree.
Because you're being told that if you don't get Jagero by Monday when he comes to meet you, then you'll take 3 years before you meet the next man.
They do not tell you that.
Okay, that's what you're implying. That
No.
So they leave knowing.
They do not tell you. They do not tell you. You will just quickly realize that the other one is gone. And so we will have to look around again.
So they don't encourage marriage outside the church, that is?
No. Because in Voice of Salvation, they are very strict. They are sort of like SDA.
They're fundamentalists. SDA is good.
Yeah.
There's a bit of fundamentalism.
They believe that
in
at some point they only believe that only them are saved.
Yeah, that's the
Just like Joko Uwor. Remember Joko Uwor also believed that they're the only ones who are saved. And they were actually trying to co-opt other religions to get born again.
Yes, they were trying to co-opt. Do you
Yes.
think they actually believe that they're the only ones who are saved, or they believe that they're the righteous ones? And
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
being saved and being righteous is the same thing?
It's the same thing.
Oh.
Because then if
I think when you're saved, then you have seen the light, so you can invite more people to being saved. And these people are outrightly righteous, do not want to associate even with the sinners. But as in SDU, we're taught, bring more people.
No.
Bring more
The thing is, I don't think in Christianity, in Voice of Salvation, we talk about righteousness like that. We are forever sinners. But because of the blood of Jesus Christ, we have been given a fresh breath of life.
It's a good thing.
So that is, and for me, I do not, Odhiambo, for me, I think that, and this is why the autonomy of a human being is very important.
Extremely important.
I think it is very dangerous to believe another man and to go with the teachings of another man. Because even Paul says that when you go back home, Interrogate the things that you are taught.
Kikibibe ya the code.
No.
No, I agree.
I was told in Voice of Salvation and Healing Church that I should not be wearing shorts, and I refused. I told the guy, no.
Hapo kwa short sana.
Hapana.
Yeah. Let me do my short.
No.
Yeah.
Hapo kwa shorts hapana. Yeah. So I think that people, and what religion is one of the things that people should consume, just like we do as the Luos consume fish. Because there are people who do not eat the olaha. There are people who do not.
Like me, I can't eat this part of a fish.
Yes.
I eat this part.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you see a proper Luo eating, you will see them spitting the bones out.
Oh, they spit.
Spitting the bones. Like you can eat and then the bones will be coming out.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
I think that in life you have to consume everything.
In that manner.
I
agree.
So that, because the danger of trying to believe in people is how you get into a cult, I think.
The danger of one line.
Yeah.
This is the only teaching.
Just
let me ask you quickly. We're having about some, from the time I can say about some, how many minutes?
42 minutes.
So we are 42, we are remaining with around 18 minutes. Jagero. So you come to town, Nairobi, you join your brother, Ochetha.
Yeah.
Fredo Mondi. and Fredo Mondi.
Fredo Mondi is now in the United States.
Fredo Mondi must have been a very kind person.
Omondi is a man that was better than me by far.
Yes.
In so many ways. You know, there are men that you look at them and you know that they are better than you.
In leaps and bounds.
They have got a bigger heart.
Yeah.
They understand more. They accommodate more. And they are better than you. And Fredo Mondi is one of those guys that was better than a lot of people.
Nairobi people are very mean.
Yes.
They're very mean, especially when they realize somebody's coming from home to come and live with them. There's always some reservation. In fact, you get in, they ask you, Doc teacher, when are you going back?
But also,
how did Fredo Mondi
but also I don't think that it is meanness, Odhiambo. I think it is just the scarcity of resources. There is nowhere for you to sleep for long.
I agree.
For long days.
I agree.
There is not enough food for us.
But the
to
little
share.
that is there, we can share.
No, but
Jago, let me tell you something.
They don't have to.
Jago, let me tell you something. Sometimes back, I used to think the same way, that there's not enough for us. In fact, when I used to live alone in my around 16 months of celibacy, I used to live alone, not even thinking that I would ever want to share my space with anybody, because I used to think, oh, the resources ni kidogo, nini, you know, my salary kidogo, etc. But I realized when people were starting to come, the same food I was eating, I didn't see it increase by much. It was by maybe 500 shillings or 300. I think it's just being mean. Some Nairobi people are just mean. And the wives of the brothers are the meanest. Did Fredo Cheta have a wife by then?
I don't like that about what people say about women.
I will tell you. It's not being said about women, Omera. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Have you gone to Uhuru Park? When Uhuru Park was Uhuru Park, live now, and Central Park, you find men sleeping on the grass by 10 a.m.
Why?
10 a.m.
Why?
These men, they've not come to work. They didn't work at night. These men have left their homes. They've left their residences where they're living. Because if your brother is in town, you cannot sleep in you cannot sit in your brother's house when he's going to work. It's a little bit difficult.
The women would.
It's uncomfortable living with their shemeji.
When
your bro is at work.
No. Odhiambo, let me disagree.
Okay.
You know, the reason why a lot also of marriages break down is because of certain parties. One of the parties deciding for the couple.
I agree.
And I do not believe in that.
I agree. And maybe it's a limited thing.
I believe that if you, for example, you have your wife, I think, is just an equal partner in that relationship. Even if you're the breadwinner.
I think, you know.
Even if, let me finish. Even if you're the breadwinner. Because at the end of the day, that brother that is coming to live with you will not give a fuck about you more than your wife would. At some point. Yes.
I agree. Absolutely. Yes. That is agreed.
This same man who you are keeping in your house as your brother will get his big job and forget about you and your wife. very quickly and go look for his own what?
His own wife.
His own wife and children. And this brother
drive big cars in
yes,
Nairobi.
and will not care about you. The person that you remain with is, and mostly it is the women that are managers of those houses.
That I agree. That's
and they're the ones who manage those resources.
In that very sense of what you're saying.
So brothers always come ati naenda kwa brother yangu. Na hata huyo mwanamke mwenye amepata hapo hajui, hataki kujua ni nani. So yeye he knows that the father is the brother is working. He knows that it is the brother's house. He can do whatever he wants.
I'm agreeing with you on that.
This boy will wake up at 7 and start watching TV and you want to clean and he doesn't want to songa. The disrespect that they have for the wife is what ultimately brings.
So what should happen in that case? So when your brother is coming to visit you, do you sit them down and tell them like, you know what, karibu nyumbani, these are my rules?
Yes, read them the Riot Act.
Riot Act?
Yes.
Immediately they've come in.
Yes.
They don't rioted yet. Why are you reading?
No. You are anticipating a riot.
They're anticipating a riot.
Yes. You are anticipating.
So you can already foresee a riot.
Yes.
Because the woman is the governor of the house. That is guaranteed.
Yes, yeah, I heard you saying that at 3D the other day.
Yes, the woman is the governor of the house.
Yes.
So if the woman is the governor of the house, which means the woman knows our expenditure is at this limit, etc. And at some in Nairobi, I believe most women contribute.
Yes.
In the household because they're very empowered, unlike the village women. Yeah? And so the woman knows that this is our limit. So the woman has the shots. She can call the shots in the house and tell the man, you know what, get your brother out.
So, and she can even tell the guy to fuck off without telling the man.
And you have no problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it. Look,
but when the woman leaves you, where do you go?
Your brother might not be the place.
Of course.
You'll go to your mother. So let me tell you.
You go to your mother?
Yes.
Okay. But you go back home anyway.
You, my friend. So you see, the housewife cooks a meal at 10. Okay? And by the time lunch is ready, you are not around. The boy, the one that is coming here to leave, is not around. She's doing a calculation that when my husband comes in the evening, this is what I want him to eat. Okay? And then this boy who is living here comes with his friends.
No, why is he coming with his friends?
But they do.
So they don't just go home.
They do. You are not listening. So he comes and eats the entire meal. The chicken that was done, in the head of the wife, she's saying, okay, the brother will come and maybe do 2 pieces or 3, but here they are 6. Okay, then he comes with his 2 friends and forgets the entire kitchen. You understand? So when he does that, the wife now has to go look for something to cook for the husband. She's pissed off already. Because wewe kama kijana mwenye naishi hapa utumia akili. And you do not know that these resources
are limited.
Are very limited.
They're scarce.
And this lawyer man expects his chicken. You understand? Or this woman
when he comes back.
This loose man expects this tilapia. And remember, he is the one who came with this tilapia from the village. And put it in the deep freezer.
This boy or the man?
No, the man of the house. And he expects this woman that this thing should at least last us this much time.
So I think I agree with you. Then they should just be ready for the riot act.
Yes.
Yeah. So
most of the time, the relatives misbehave in the presence of the woman. The woman feels disrespected. When they go there, the man can't fuck until you figure out your people. Are you gonna get pussy or you gonna kick out your brother?
What the hell, man?
This is real chat.
You have to negotiate.
Yeah.
So like, bro, you know what? Bukinya.
Your mama is there.
It is a story at home.
Yes.
The wife of Jagiru.
Yes. Has kicked out.
That woman, evil woman.
Yes, evil woman.
Not knowing that this brother is the one who is actually misbehaving.
She does not. The people around us do not.
Can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
A brief one.
Yeah.
I once accommodated a relative, a very close relative of mine.
How did that go?
You know what you're saying now makes sense completely.
Yes.
And this relative of mine, when she was living with us, my partner really loved her completely.
Yeah.
For me, I've never been very close to her since Form 4.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. Everybody, I mean, after my dad trained us that way. After Form 4, survived. So I was not close to her, but my partner really loved this lady completely.
It was a friend of hers.
No.
Your relative?
My relative.
Okay.
Then she loved her. She wanted to give her a job at Equity because she has contacts all over. She was going to give her placement. So then she placed her at a pharmacy somewhere. To be one of the people at the pharmacy, earning some good amount of money a month. I didn't know that this lady would be speaking ill about us to a relative of who? Of my partner. In fact, the sister of my partner.
Yes. So those things.
She spoke ill. There's a day I wanted to hold her to account when she didn't show up at work. So I was like, why are you not at work? Then she told me, I'm at work. But I'm at work with my partner.
Yes.
And she's not there. And then she shows up. Then I said, where were you? And I was at work. At work, but I was at work before you. She disappeared. Then I tell her, don't do that, you know. Hii si kazi yangu. Hii ni your partner. Don't misbehave.
So, Odhiambo, sometimes that men think, now the house is mine, I pay for it, I'm going to make all the decisions, which is fine. But choices have consequences. When the woman one day decides to leave and says, na we ni odino, nimekuachia hiyo nyumba
na watu wa kwenyu.
Hey, na watu wa kwenyu.
So your verdict is that leave the house for the woman. She's the governor. What she decides is, or what you guys decide.
No, I think
what do you guys confirm?
I think what I am saying is, both of you are adults, and you can sit down and agree that my brother is coming, and this is the reason why he's coming, and he's gonna be last this long. And the wife can easily say, Nianto, at this moment, I don't think we should accommodate somebody else.
Yeah.
And then when you are vetoing and your wife is also you both have veto powers.
That for us enough.
Yeah, so you are at a standpoint because there is only one kura. Uko na kura moja, niko na kura moja.
Yes.
There is nobody to break the deadlock. So what happens? The boy remains at home in the village, or you decide that why can't he come and we get him a 10 by 10 kaangi huku ajue maisha ni nini.
Baridi pige kifua kidogo.
Yes. Shike pneumonia kidogo.
Shike pneumonia. Aende tibiwe.
Yeah. So that is the thing. I think that in any other business.
So Fred accommodates you guys. So you are from home. Fred has a wife.
No.
Fred is a single man.
Fred is a single man.
Okay, he's living in Kawangware.
Yes, he lives in Kawangware. As a matter of fact, when we are leaving Muthurwa, the guy is retiring.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The guy is retiring, so we are wondering where do we go. Fred at that point had a small job at a cyber cafe that was given to him through the connection he had in church. And so Fred is going to get a house, and I'm telling Fred, mimi sasa naenda tu na wewe. So Fred decides to go with me. Actually, I think I told him that I will be contributing, which was just a statement of faith. Yeah. Which did not materialize. So
but Fred, at least it was the intention of thought.
Fred took care of me. And later on even took care of my cousin. So we were there. And Fred took care of us until such a time that we decided to go our separate ways.
You told me Fred wrote for you Boga.
Yeah.
In a nice way.
That thing is very difficult to nini. That thing is very difficult to translate.
You know,
it's basically
what interested me about that story was that Fred was doing his best at the level he could.
Yeah.
And he gave you.
And I don't think I appreciated enough.
You didn't by then?
No.
You thought that this guy was.
No. I was young and stupid.
Yeah. You thought like we are suffering, man. You're working. You need to buy us some soup.
Yeah. But Fred would tell me that if you do not have something to eat, you go and take mboga from Mama Nani, and I will pay. And I will go over and over again, and he will pay. At some point, we'll pay at the end of the month. He is one of the, at some point he really suffered when he went to Kisumu.
Yeah.
You know,
When he left Nairobi for Kisumu?
Yes.
All right.
Then he was there without a job for a very long time. But every time I go to Kisumu, we have to take breakfast or lunch at Java. And we just talk about our stories of those days. So that is how, that is my story with Nairobi. Because Nairobi towns can be very...
Where do you find your breakthrough in Nairobi? After all this suffering, how does your breakthrough come about? And at what age? Would
You're
you say you're
assuming that I had a breakthrough.
Yeah, because all this is suffering for me, clearly.
But you see, hard work.
Yeah.
You
Just brute hard work. There's no connection
You
here.
have to, no, there is no connection. There is no connection. You have to just wake up.
You don't have an uncle who you can send your CV to. At least he can lie to you and tell you, no, I brought you tomorrow.
No, man. The thing about relatives is that you can never put faith in relatives.
They just...
Put faith in humans.
Friends.
Humans. Odhiambo, the person that you get out here.
Yeah.
You remember when you were telling me, when we were telling this guy, why are these people not leaving?
Yes.
And you're telling me, they will go. They will go. That's the humanity.
Yeah, humanity.
You see, just because in my life, I have been saved by relatives, by humanity, not relatives. There are relatives that have come through. But for me, I decided, when I came to Nairobi, I thought that my relatives would take care of me. My uncles that were having very big jobs in the city, but they did not.
You may never even reach them.
Yeah, I was not able to. So for me, I've realized over and over in life that see a human being and ask for help.
Just ask for help.
Yes.
Just be you, the authentic you.
Because that is how I finished college. And that is why for me, tribalism is a very difficult thing for me.
Because your help did not come from your tribesmen.
No.
It came from somewhere else.
Because
even
if you look at the trajectory of my life, the first big help that I need in my life is school fees in college. And the person that approaches me and tells me that, look, we can solve this issue is a Kalenjin lady.
The same one at Aga Khan Walk?
Yes. And she tells me, write a letter to the institution and tell them your position. Tell them you are an orphan. Tell them you have no school fees. Heck, you don't even have a place to live. And this letter, the principal is a lawyer. This is a Kalenjin telling me to write the letter. The principal is a lawyer. Okay?
The owner of the school.
The principal and the owner are both lawyers. You remember? So it is the lawyer it is the Kalenjin that tells me this. It is the
lawyer that
accepts my letter and tells me that, look, we are going to erase all your debt and give you sponsorship for the rest of your education.
Then that means your salvation was paying.
Yes, it was.
It was paying.
That is why Odhiambo for me, it's very difficult to tell me about faith and Christianity. Because for me,
it is lived.
Faith for me is an experience.
When
I'm coming from the village, I go to prayer and fasting. And tell God that I want to go and do mass communication and journalism. You know? And I remember boarding an Akamba bus to Nairobi. And I did not tell the person that I was going to live with that I'm coming.
You just showed up.
I just told God that, there is a Bible verse that talks about David. And tells, there is some, I don't remember it, but it tells David that you will hear some seke in the grass. And when you hear the seke, know that I, the Lord, has gone ahead of you. You know that I, the Lord, has gone ahead of you. So those principles, again, where do we get them? From Voice of Salvation and Healing Church. They said at Voice of Salvation and Healing Church that whatever you want in life, you can go down on your knees, get off the ground, and go for it. That is the principle of Voice of Salvation and Healing Church.
Go for it.
Go for it. And you will get it. And that is how I have always lived my life.
By
Go
faith.
For it.
You know, interestingly, the other day, last Sabbath, this is just the other day, actually, we were on Monday, Saturday, the preacher who was preaching to us was talking to us about hope beyond the horizon.
Yeah.
And one of the things he was telling us, defining faith and hope.
Yeah.
You know, saying hope is faith in the things unseen,
Yeah.
believing that they've already happened and walking towards
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
It's sort of a Christian illusion,
Yes.
but it's a very strong one.
It's
and
very,
it works.
and it works.
It works.
It's psychologically, it works.
I agree, it works.
There is a Bible verse that we were taught at All Saints, at Voice of Salvation and Healing Church. It is Joshua 1. And it says that now that my servant Moses is dead, you must now cross with the people. I think that's how it loosely translates. But if you read, I saw Joshua 1.
Let's check it.
Let me read for you Joshua 1. Joshua 1. Sindio?
Yeah. Now that my servant Moses is dead,
Joshua 1, yes.
you have to cross.
Yes, Joshua 1. Let me
because Moses was the leader of the Israelites.
Yeah.
The repatriation
Yes,
from Egypt back to Israel. It was repatriation.
Yeah.
And they took 40 years. So that distance is too short.
Let me read for you. After the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord, the Lord said to Joshua, son of Nun.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's called Nun or Nun. Moses 8. Moses, my servant, is dead.
Yeah.
Now then, you and all these people get ready to cross the Jordan River into the land that I'm about to give to them, to the Israelites. I will give you every place where you set your foot, as I promised Moses. Your territory will extend from the desert of Lebanon and from the great river, the Euphrates, all the Hittite country to the Mediterranean Sea in the west. Now, this thing, it means that there are things that can die in your life.
Yeah.
Like my mother died, my father died, but metaphorically, your job can come to an end.
Yeah. Abruptly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens.
But there is a Moses. There is always a Joshua somewhere. You understand? There is always a Joshua somewhere. So my Joshua says have been many. Yes, the lady, the Kalenjin lady,
is a Joshua.
Is a Joshua.
Yeah. It's a destiny connector.
Yes. There is. Hey, that 60 degrees thing. Is it? You kitu yako ya 6 degrees.
6 degrees.
6 degrees.
6 degrees. Yeah.
When I left college and went and came back from Rwanda after doing my first book, and was hosted by Power 254, Boniface Mwangi, a Kikuyu, comes into the picture and hosts me at Power 254 and gives me a place I needed to be to write my book and edit it. When I want to print it, it is Boniface Mwangi who gives me 80,000 to print the book. It is Boniface Mwangi who gives me a place to launch the book and gives me chicken wings and all those things.
Chicken wings for people to minofu, watu wakule
Minofu.
at the launch, minofu.
You know? And once I started selling my book, I was keeping the data of my book. And if you look at the data of my book, the people that bought my book were almost 70% Kikuyus.
So Kikuyus have actually helped you than you lose.
I'm not saying that. I'm just.
No, but I mean, statistics do not lie. Numbers don't lie.
I'm just giving you the facts.
Yeah, that you've been helped more by Kikuyus than Luos.
I have been helped by humans.
Okay. Oh yeah, the humans, but the
Yeah.
don't fear. Diversity is good.
Yes.
There's no harm in diversity.
But I am. I might have a script, but I'm telling you.
Okay, humans.
Don't digress.
I'm not digressing. So humans, you've been helped by
Yes,
humans. Yeah.
so-
humanity is more.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is why I have always found this idea of even Kikuyu and Luo very difficult conversation to get into because the facts are different for me. My lived experience is very different. Yeah. So that is obviously how I
Interesting. As we end, there's a Bible chapter which we love very much in our house. It's Isaiah 54. I don't know if you can. I want to end us. I want us to
Isaiah
end,
54. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yes, Isaiah 54. I want us to.
I think I know what you're talking about.
By you reading it.
I know. I
From
think
about verse 1 to 6.
Verse 1. I think I know that verse.
Yes.
I know it.
Yes.
I
If
know
you get
it.
it. Read
And
it.
I think from verse
1 to 6.
Yeah. Sing, barren woman, you who never bore a child, burst into a song, shout for joy, you who are never in labor, because there are the children of the desolate woman than of her who has a husband, says the Lord. Enlarge the place of your tent, stretch your tent curtains wide, Do not hold back. Lengthen your cords. Strengthen your sticks, for you will spread out to the right and to the left. Your descendants will dispossess nations and settle in their desolate cities. Do not be afraid. You will not be put to shame. Do not fear disgrace. You will not be humiliated.
Do not fear disgrace.
You will forget the shame of your youth and remember no more the reproach of your widowhood. For your Maker is your husband, the Lord Almighty is his name.
Thank you.
Yeah, this thing is very, I know it.
I love Isaiah 54 because
it is very close to Joshua 1.
Yeah, it's a restoration. It's a restoration kind of verse. And we found ourselves
when you say in your house, which house do you mean?
In my house, the house that I have now with my partner.
Okay.
Yeah. Which one do you think? Which one are you thinking?
No, I was thinking that it's for Mwalimu. The house for Mwalimu. Your father.
Oh yeah. No.
I thought it was for your father and your mother and you as children.
No. Now I'm not a child anymore. Yeah. Anyway, it's been nice.
I loved it.
I love it as well. It is a good conversation. There's some bits of you which, of course, people of the internet don't know. and I've always thought, because I've interacted with you quite much, there are interesting facets where people think you're a bad boy. Today, demystified, he's not a bad boy, he's a very good guy. Two.
I wish I was a bad boy.
Yeah. Two, the bit of people thinking you're... it's not pronounced as bourgeois. I don't know.
Bourgeois. I don't know, man. These things, you just do it the way it comes.
I went to Jacaranda, bana. Bourgeois.
Jacaranda is where?
Kisumu, Kilo Academy.
That's a good place.
Yeah, it's an academy.
Jacaranda. So are you saying that it's a bad place?
No, like my partner says I don't pronounce English correctly. Like she says it should not be bourgeois, it should be bourgeois.
Bourgeois.
Yeah, like they...
Yeah, your partner is very interesting.
Yeah, so people think that you are a bourgeois from birth, but we're realizing you're a man who suffered thoroughly.
But you need to change.
You need to change.
You need to change. Even if you are if you are not brought up well, you learn the ropes.
You have to reparent very fast.
Yeah,
you cannot exist. I don't believe this thing of people blaming their parents for
the problem with poverty is that poverty is a wound.
It is violent. Poverty is very violent. Poverty leaves a wound in your mind that you can never...
It humiliates you in a way.
Completely.
And violates you.
Completely. Poverty is very violent, I know.
And then it's very difficult for it to leave you.
Because you want to exist in the comfort of poverty.
These days, I buy something and I can't even tell my brother that it costed this much. When he asked me how much was it, and my brother really likes asking that question.
Do you think there's a...
How much is it?
Do you think, because they try to see the sense of how much are we losing out. Do you think there's a direct correlation between poverty and your expenditure trends when you grow up? Like in terms of you trying to...
I think so.
Outlive that trauma.
It can go either way.
You can find yourself overspending.
You can overspend, or you can be somebody who does not spend at all.
Yeah.
So striking a balance is good.
And how do you strike a balance? It's a conversation we need to have someday, maybe.
Yeah, you strike a balance. You say, this is what I need, and I need to have it. I need an iPhone. I don't need an Oppo.
It's been nice, guys.
Thank you very much.
It was 20 minutes, but it's gone to 1 hour and 9 minutes and 43 seconds. Thank you very much for joining us on DWJ, special episode in Mombasa. We are here. We're going to do very beautiful things. And of course, always keep subscribing to our channel so that we can have more viewers, and also so that you can always receive the notification. Don't just subscribe. Once you subscribe, you see that alarm bell? Press it so that you receive all notifications whenever we upload a new episode. This is DWJ. My name is Odhiambo Otieno. Thank you.
Thank you very much.